Brian back here with a look at Myro. We absolutely nailed this bottom, right? Look at this. I did put this price out last video about a week ago. Pretty darn close, right? Came down to, excuse me, right around 2 cents. That's what I said. I had 2109 on this. Let's move this out of the way. Put it over here. I'm pretty happy about that. 2-1, right around 2-1, right? That's what we were looking for, right around this 200 moving average. We did a 5 waves down. If we put a Fibonacci on that, what we were wondering was these wicks here, right? And look, I mean, we absolutely nailed it, right? If you didn't use them couple wicks, and it was pretty much right on. Okay, that's why I love this fib. Come join us in Discord, guys. If you're new to trading, this market is getting ready to smash it. I'm telling you, the altcoin season is rearing up and getting ready to fire up. We have about 150, 160 some members over there. It's a level 3 membership in the description of the video. Come join us and start trading, right? Look at this one on here today. Unfortunately, this one here I did not get out in time to Discord. It was kind of a little risky. Almost a 5x on bid over on weeks. Okay, but this is the kind of stuff over there that we do. Man, we got a lot of great traders over there in Discord. Ollie, Diamond Hands, a bunch, man. I just cannot. I have so many names to remember. We have a pile of them over there, right? A lot of good people over there. You'll love it. Always posting trades. And if you're looking for a place to trade, check out Bit2Next. There's a link in the description of the video. You get a pile of free stuff with your volume. Here just for checking in for the week and getting 20,000 in volume, which is easy with leverage trading. You people that trade, that. You have a week. Check in for 4 weeks in a row, you get $50. And it keeps going up. Every 4 weeks, it goes up to 100, all right? And up to 200, all right? I'm way up. I'm up here 300, 24 weeks in a row. Over here, when you have up to 10,000, you get up to 20, up to 100 per million. And a million might sound like a lot, but it's really not. Look, there's 5 million, you get your $500 mystery box. You get up to 10 million, you have a $1,000 mystery box, and it keeps going. If you trade big, look at these. Look at the 50,000. You have to have 4,000, 4 billion, 4 billion in volume. Anybody out there have $1 billion in volume ever? Look at these, man. There's for 2 billion, $50,000. That would be so awesome. Up to 100 grand. But you have to have 10 billion in volume, though, right? A mystery box worth $15,000 to $100,000. Stand a chance to win a Tesla, Rolex watch, token rewards, or future bonus. Yeah, so check it out. There's a link in the description of the video. Please, please, please use that link. I would appreciate that. Every little bit helps this channel out. And weeks, I use them a lot too. I use both places. They have a daily spin to win over here, and they also have a copy trading, right? Where you can go and just copy trade some of these guys, and it's unbelievable, man. There's a couple people in there I don't know. It's crazy copy trading, right? I want to show you this. Please hang in there a second. It's absolutely nuts. Okay, is it this guy here? Guaranteed money, right? Look at you click on it. All right, and at Livermore, he's really good too. All right, look at this. Trades, 4,997. Losses, 0. Right? Okay, now, what's pretty cool is you can go right in and see his trades. Okay, active trades, 167. 167 active trades, and it tells you where he's at right now, right? He's in the hole with a bunch of these ones, like he's down almost 200% there. That's a 2x. Yeah, 167 trades, right? Now he's starting to go into green here. So he maybe I've been trying to figure this out, right? Maybe he places a $10 trade on all these, $10 on 200 trades. What are you talking? 2 grand, 200 trades, $10, 10 be 100. But anyway, and he gives each one, you place a $10 long on dot, and you have $100 in that account, so it could go up to 10x in the whole, right before you get liquidated, or 200 in there, whatever. Very rarely, like you look at this one was down 5, that one is down to 5x, but he eventually gets the roll back up, right? Entry price 403, currently at 414, and he's going short on all these. So he's expecting a drop, which that's what I am expecting with Bitcoin, right? So that would make sense in my mind also. And, on my word, I haven't looked at this before as a video either. I do my own charting, and I believe myself, right? Down 6x here, 6x, okay? I believe that's what he's doing. Even a $5 trade, and you put $100 back in the back end, so a $5 trade could go, 20x in the hole before you get liquidated. Well, if you're close, to where that thing's going to turn, like on an Elliott wave count, that thing's going to turn back up to the upside. You could go in a hole like this. That's how he does it. Look at these ones. These are starting to turn green. Right? He got in on, what is it? September 2nd. Yeah, September 2nd at 1732. Right? And it goes on there. Here's the last one. But these ones that he placed on September 2nd are finally going into green. Okay? That's how he does it, for sure. I guarantee it. All kinds of trading pairs. He doesn't just trade Bitcoin and ETH. Trades a lot of stuff, right? Because if you see Bitcoin, if Bitcoin's going to make a move down, most of the time everything else does too. Look at this though. 5,000 trades, 0 losses. That's incredible, right? A return on investment, 440%. That would make sense. You go in a whole 5, 6, 7, 8x, and then it starts coming back around. You get a 4x on, say, what, $5? That trade turned into, or 5x, say 5x, that $5 turned into $25. You do that on 200 trades, you're talking, every 4 would be $100. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. You're talking a couple grand, right? Just on them trades, a profit 68,000 off of 4,000 trades. So he's averaging, if he made $20 on each one, it would be 80,000. So he's making under $20 each trade, right? 4,000 trades, times 10 would be what? 39,000 roughly. All right, I'm dealing with whole numbers here. I'm trying to. $15. You'd be around what, 50,000. So he's between $15 and $20 profit on each trade. Okay, so that's more than likely what he's doing. But so that's pretty cool over here. But you can do that, right? Joined 51 days ago. That's something to be pretty proud of. Congratulations, man. That's incredible. Level 5 trader. But he's going in a hole with a lot of them, right? You people out there leverage trade, you know how it is. You get down 80%, 90%, and if you're using your whole account, you're in a lot of trouble. Look at a lot of these down are down 3x, 4x, 70%. Some of these are starting to swing around. But he has 169 trades open right now. So you can, go check that out over there. Please use the link in the description of the video. I'd appreciate that so much, guys. I really would. Now let's head over here. Take a look at the crypto market cap real quick, because we have fear in the market. When there's fear, that turns out to be a good thing, right? Always has. That's what we want. At 43, it's neutral right now. Okay, well, I thought we were burning fear. we're close, right? Right on the edge, teetering. The people out there, they're chewing their fingernails off right now. Altcoin season index 56 out of 100, getting up there. Right, it was in the 40s last time I looked at this. Okay, the crypto market cap. $3.86 trillion, 155 billion. And I want to show you. Check this out real quick. Let me show you this one token. I was checking this out the other day because I did a long on it. I don't know what it was. I took like I had $10 left in an account on one of my wallets, and I think it might have been in Bitfinex. And it was pretty cool because I 30x'd it on 2 trades. Turned $10 into $300. It was pretty cool. You got to come over and join our Discord, guys. It's $15, man. Try it out if you like it. If you learn something, you also get over 10 hours of videos, over 20 videos you can watch. To teach you how to start charting and stuff. So you get your money's worth for sure. All right. There's one over here. Where is it? Is it this World Liberty Finance? No, that's not. This thing is like at 13 or 17 bucks. It might have moved. There it is. No, that can't be it. $515. 7 days, it's done at 12x. No, 1588 right there. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is it. It's done at 12x. This thing was at a dollar. Right? Check this chart out. I was trading this, I think, yesterday or the day before. It was incredible. It did a very, very nice move, right? Yeah, MYX Finance, circulating supply 197 million. Okay, total supply is 1 billion. So the supply is super low on this thing, right? Look at 16 cents, August 3rd. August 3rd. This is what, September 9th? So roughly a month ago, this thing was 10 cents. Wow. So it's done 150x in a little over a month. 150x, right? Right here, September 2nd, last week it was $1, okay? And then, unbelievable, right? And 9.6, it was $1.30. 9.6. 9.7, 3.38. You woke up the next morning. Oh my God, it went to $14 from 3.38 to 14 the next day, and the day after that we're up here at 15.86. That's insane, right? Isn't that crazy? All time it's done 102x. 102x. Look at this. 6 cents. Just it launched in what, May? This year. Really kind of like the middle of May to June to July to August, September. Like 4 months. It's went from 6 cents to $15.85. Pretty insane, right? Anybody in this? Anybody get in way back here? Put it in the comments. I'd love to know that. That is unbelievable. Congratulations. This thing looks like it's really gonna possibly really take off. They must be doing some big things, right? Let's look down here. It's on a ton of exchanges. Binance, all the good ones, really. Quite a few. It's on numerous, really. You got tons of, lots of exchanges are covering this thing. Down here, the all-time low, it was actually 4 cents. It's done a 335x. Okay, so for every dollar that you invested, you've gotten $335 back. If you would have put $10 in this thing when it launched, $10, you would have $3,300 out of $10. Wow, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 30. Oh my God! If you would have put $100 on there, you could have. You would have 33,000 if you put $100 on that thing. Unreal. Man, oh man, I love crypto. Isn't that crazy? Unbelievable. Anyway, let's go over here. Oh man, I wish I would have got in on that. That would have been great. Man, oh man. I gotta watch for some of this stuff. It seems like it just don't got time to, man. But that copy trading, go check it out on Weeks and Bitsunix with the reward boxes. It's awesome. Let's look at these charts, guys. We got some exciting stuff coming up. I really truly believe, and I sound like a broken record, but it's here. It's really, we're on the brink of greatness, if you want to put it that way. We absolutely nailed the bottom on Myro. Absolutely smashed it. That's what we were looking for. Let's wait for this chart to just load up just a little bit here. I apologize. A bit of let's just move the laptop just here. I don't got my booster out here with me. Wish I would have brought it out now. But anyway, last video we talked right around this. We set it right around 2 cents. Was that a bummer? Yeah, of course it was, man. We were up a little bit more here. Let's go on a weekly. Let's see here. Let's load that up because if you got in down here at the bottom, that 2 cents that we called. Congratulations. That is that could turn out to be a game-changing trade for you, because I think Myro, I think that could possibly be it. We take a look here. Let's zoom out on this thing. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sideways action here. Pretty much kind of consolidation in here, really, right? Getting higher lows coming in. You can see it here on this lower band here. We had kind of at a double top in here. ETH double topped. That's something there. Definitely keep my eye on that. Ethereum is kind of a leading indicator for everything. But the question is here, we bounced off that 200 here, which is beautiful, right at that 2 cent target we were looking for. And now we're looking for, obviously, a move to the upside here. The RSI, look at this, that's beautiful. On the weekly, looking very, very good. All right, the monthly, let's see where the monthly, look at that, way down, way at the bottom. And the daily. See where that's at. Myro's looking pretty good. The daily looks good. Look at that. We're above that 200. Came down, bounced right off of it, and trying to bounce to the upside here. All right, you can see here. This thing should be over. Let's get this box up here first. All right. You have an overhead resistance coming through. Let's get that out of there. Let's just delete it and put a new one on here, okay? We have an overhead right coming right through. We're going to use this one down here, right down through there. We got overhead resistance, 1, 2, 3. 3 touches makes it a legitimate line. We had the 200 underneath for support, and we've broken up out of here, right? The 9 and the 20 EMA are crossing. Look at that, they have crossed. You want the white one. Let's see here. Right here they were good. Right here they crossed to the downside. Yeah, they're trying to cross back to the upside here. You want the white one on the upside. But this thing is definitely, it's breaking towards the upside, right? Momentum is looking up. Now if we zoom out, because this is what we've been talking about the whole time, right? Was these bigger moves. And the main thing is, let's get this up here. I don't want to get all confused here, right? The main thing is we need to take out this 4-3, okay? That has been a major pain in the butt. We have been below it since January. All right, we've been below 4 cents, okay? Now we're making a charge back up here. We've broken out of here. The RSIs are looking pretty good, okay? Now maybe Myro is going to be one of the leaders. Very possible, right? We had this falling wedge, okay? We went sideways through here, and we have bounced off that 200. We were below it. Look, we were below it all through here. And we have finally come back above it. That's huge. You don't realize out there how huge that is. I mean, we were below it since, wow, December of last year. That's when we broke below the 200 moving average, and now we have we're finally back above it and have retested it as support, and it looks like we're heading up. Could get some big moves out of Myro. Break 4-3 and look out, man. This thing could really start ripping. Now, Bitcoin could have a little push to the downside here, right? That does not mean that Myro is going to head down there. It doesn't mean that at all, right? Because Bitcoin's down right now, okay? You have Myro up almost 1%, all right? This could be where you have a turnover in alt seasons where the dominance starts going towards the altcoins. Like you see the altcoins starting to outperform Bitcoin. That's what happens. All right, that's why it's an alt season. They start taking more of the market cap and start making some huge moves. All right, now with Bitcoin looking at a possible push down here. All right, been keeping an eye on this thing. If we come out, you can see it better on like a daily here. There we go. All right, if we get this off here, right, we have a 1, 2, 3, now 3, 4, 5 right there. But was that good enough? Okay, this is what I'm questioning right now. All right, you get right through here. 1, 2. Did you have a 3, 4, 5 right there, or is the real 4, 5? Over here, 4 and 5 to the downside. All right, now what's going to answer that? We're going to get that answered real soon. All right, number one would be a takeout of 12,500. All right, if it takes this white line out and starts closing above there, then I would say, push to the downside is not coming. Now, oops, we have an underside support through here. Boom, boom, right down through here. Plus we have the 200 moving average coming up through here. Now if this thing ends up coming down and taking out, is that 107, roughly 107, look for a possible push down here towards the 200, right down here, 103, right down in that area. That could happen, right down through here. Could hit that 200, bounce right off of it, just like Myro did. And head back to the upside. Now the big question is, none of the cycle top indicators have triggered, okay? None of them. There's 30 of them. All right, so does Bitcoin pushes down here and makes another move to the upside. All right, then this thing's going up, you're looking, I want to make a mess of the chart here, up towards 138. If it takes off right here, 134. All right, now, like I said, none of them cycle top indicators have triggered, but when Bitcoin gets back up here, we're going to be paying real close attention. Right now, let's mark these, because if we get a push down, you could be looking down here at that. Now, if it comes up, like I said, takes out 112,500, then we're looking for a push to the upside. All right, and it would take out any kind of 5 waves down. Now, what we're going to be paying attention to is the retracement levels, right? If it starts bouncing right now where it's at, if it doesn't go any lower right now, I'm just moving this over so we can see price. We're going to want to pay attention, 117, 119, see if it gets through there. All right, has this thing topped yet? We're gonna know. I mean, it's got to be getting stretched. We go out on a weekly RSI. We got some. Let's see here. That's okay. No bearish divergence there. It's still looking like it wants to roll over. The monthly. You got some bearish divergence here, right? You got. Right here you get this high, then you have a lower high coming in. Here you have this high and a higher high. Right now, the question is, are we going into an ABC? Bitcoin, is that it? That don't mean that would mean the alt season is actually starting. We're going to start really taking off. As Bitcoin does an ABC. An ABC will take months. It's not going to happen in 2 days or a week. It'll take a while for Bitcoin to ABC. But we'll know real soon. Once we get the bounce started back up and it hits retracement areas. As long as it gets through there, yeehaw, we're still going up. Or does it start something like this? A, B, C, party over. Let's that would be, I just did this for instance. That's October. I'd be pretty far out here probably. I would imagine in the next year more likely, or whatever. But we'll have to pay real close attention to that 618-702 area once it gets back up there. All right. But Myro is looking great. The market's looking great, guys. Bitcoin dominance looks like it's about ready to, start hammering to the downside. Look at this thing. If you come out on a weekly, let me show you this. All right. Huge out here. On a monthly, we are right in that area where last time this thing absolutely smashed it, right? Look at this, right in the same area between these yellow, it says support area, major support area. But once that broke, huge candles to the downside, right? This has turned red. It was just green a half hour ago. It breaks this. The Altseason's going. And Bitcoin can do and keep you going down, and the altcoins can just start absolutely smashing it. So Bitcoin dominance is looking weak, but you got altcoins. Well, that's Dow Jones and Nasdaq. Caspa is green. Popcat's green. Myro is green. You got Bitcoin down 550 some bucks. And on my bigger chart. I don't have to pull that up right now. But the market's looking good, guys. It really is. The total the total crypto market cap, when you look at it looks like, it's definitely stretched up there. But here is the total three. We still should be heading. This is the total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? We haven't even broke a new all-time high here yet. We poked up and did a wick to an all-time high. This thing should be heading up here, when it's done. The total two, that's the whole market excluding Bitcoin. This includes ETH. Still hasn't broke out yet, right? Here's your prior high in 21, and here's where we are now. We're right at a double top right now, but we should be heading up there. And the total three, this is the whole market, right? The total market cap, I apologize. This is the whole market. This is the one. Look, it's getting close. 4.3. Here was your 2021 top. It should be up just a bit. It is getting super, super close, right? Trying to get that on there a little bit better. Not good enough for now. But right around 4.4, this is with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is a major part of this run here as far as market cap goes. But the others, look, here's your 1618, pretty close, right? Total two, your 1618. Now, still way up here. That's up here. Haven't even broke. And your total three. All right, this is the one here. If you don't hold any Ethereum and you have all altcoins, look at 1618 is way up here. We're nowhere near it. So we have a lot of fun coming up, guys. Get ready. Come join the Discord. Go over there and check out Weeks. That copy trading's awesome. And Bit2Next, to complete your tasks and get your boxes is awesome. They got some great stuff going on right now, guys. Please use the link in the description of the video and come join us over there in Discord. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. Have a great night, everybody.